We have association of His Grace Bhakti Vinod Prabhu. He is a disciple of His Grace Sankarshan Das Adhikari. He was introduced to Krishna consciousness while he was a student in India. He is known for his expertise in Shastras and book distribution. So thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving your valuable association to all of us. Please take over the call. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranams to you.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam, Mataji. Okay. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatti Deshatarine Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagradatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadotam Padigara Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vichakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagapate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Suthe Devi Pranamami Haripriye Namo Mahamadanyaya Krishna Prema Palaya Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Namini Krishna Namo Namaha Panchakalpatarabhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavranda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Janmadhyasya Yatyo Anvayaritarasya Chattah Te Swabhidhyasvaratene Brahmahridaya Ya Adi Kavi Muhyanti Yat Suryaha Tejovari Mridam Yatha Vinimayo Yatra Trisharko Mrisha Damna Svena Sada Nirastakuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamani Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 4th chapter and verse number 17. And the name of the chapter is Sati quits her body. Karnau Pitaya Nirayat Yad Akalpa Ishe Dharma Vitari Asra Nirbir Asyamane Chindyat Prasakyarus Rushatim Asatim Prabhos Change Jihvam Ashon Apitato Vishrujit Sadarmaha. Karnav, both ears, Pidhaya, blocking, Nirayat, one should go away. Yet, if Akalpaha, unable, Ishe, the master, Dharma Avithad, the controller of religion, Asranibihi, by irresponsible, Nirbihi, persons, Asyamani, being blasphemed, Chindyat, he should cut, Prasahya, by force, Rushatim, vilifying, Asatim, of the blasphemer, Prabhuhu, one is able, Shet is Jihvam, tongue, Ashun, his own life, Api, certainly, Tataha, then, Visrajet, should give up, Taha, that, Dharma is the process. Sati continued, if one hears an irresponsible person blaspheme the master and controller of religion, one should block his ears and go away if unable to punish him. But if one is able to kill, then one should, by force, cut out the blasphemer's tongue and kill the offender. and after that, one should give up his own life. Wow. So I hope all of you had the opportunity to reach the purpose. And if not, kindly go and read them as well. But I'm planning to go through 3 verses if time permits, because they are almost in the same context in which Sati is speaking. And after that, Mother Sati is going to a different topic in her expressions of anger against Daksha, who disrespected the greatest Vaishnava, according to Srimad Bhagavatam, who is Lord Shiva, Vaishnava Nakashambho. So, why Sati is saying this is the way Daksha was speaking is Daksha was meaning to say that because Sati was not, according to Daksha, from Daksha's point of view, Sati is not very sharp in seeing the faults of others. Because Daksha is actually a very, he's like a big shark. Daksha, he's like the Prajapati, the progenitor, and he has a lot of reputation. So that's why a person, just like there is some royal marriage happening and then all the big dignitaries are all invited, all the presidents of different countries are all invited. So in the similarly, Daksha is a big shark, and for his sacrificial ceremony, he's inviting all the important people in the universe, across the universe. So, but Daksha is he's very good. Daksha is very astute. Prabhupada says the word Daksha itself means expert. So Daksha is meaning that in his speeches he was indicating that you are describing so many good qualities, because according to Daksha, Sati made a bad choice of marrying Lord Shiva. It's a bad choice because what is, according to Daksha, what is Lord Shiva doing? He's not materially progressive. And what is Lord Shiva? He's such a renounced person, taking severe austerity, putting ash on his body, putting snake on his neck, and then matted locks of hair, and just meditating. So according to Daksha, it is not progressive. So Daksha wants to progress. He likes material progress. That's why Daksha is doing the sacrificial ceremony, which rewards a lot of material progress. Whereas Lord Shiva is in the other side of the coin. So Daksha, according to Daksha, Sati made a bad choice, and she's also criticizing Sati that you are describing the good side of people, good people. You're describing how great Lord Shiva is, but you're also not seeing the fault in others. So the same thing you're doing to me also. You are not seeing the good things in me. Daksha is saying to Sati, you're not seeing the good things in me, but instead you're criticizing me. You only like to see the fault. That is the materialistic mentality, to see the fault. If one if that's left unchecked, the mind always likes to go towards that. But that is a natural instinct. And also in the materially progressive society, that's what happens. We see even in politics, always one president criticizing the rival, one party criticizing the rival. It's always going on. But Daksha is saying, you are criticizing me, you're not seeing the good qualities in me. So what Daksha is meaning is he has so many good qualifications. He's a Brahmana and worshipped by the whole world as a progenitor. And not only that, but Daksha is the father of Sati also. So you're not seeing all these good things. So, but Sati, for that mentality of Daksha, Sati is actually responding in the form of this verse. Sati is saying, what to speak of just criticizing me? According to Sati, she felt that she has committed a great offense to Lord Shiva. And then she's indirectly indicating that she should have killed Daksha, who's offending Lord Shiva. So not just criticizing you, but I have committed a great offense because I should have killed you for this offense. So Sati here is teaching what one should do. This is according to Shastra, what one should do. When the person was protecting the religion, or in this word, the word used is dharma vitari. Dharma vitari, one who is protecting the religion. So many people protect the religion. Like in the olden days, it was the Brahmanas, was not the power hungry Brahmanas, the actual Brahmanas, because those who are power hungry are not Brahmanas. Of course, some abuses happen and everything, but those who are actual Brahmanas are those who are gurus, teachers, spiritual masters, so many teachers, acharyas, so many people. Those who are protecting the religion, all the sadhus, they are the great souls, and they are like the masters. Isha, the word Isha is also used. They are like the masters. So what should one do when such people, the protectors of religion, dharma, the great souls, the masters, the teachers, who are helping the society, who are also, who are dedicated to studying the scriptures and all such kind of people, what if they are insulted by these people who are uncontrollable? What should one do? What should one do when such people are insulted by uncontrollable people? So actually, directly said one should kill that person. One should kill that person. One should forcibly cut out the tongue of the criticizer who speaks inauspiciously. That's what is being mentioned. The word jihva is mentioned in Upadeshamrita. Is one of the toughest things to control is jihva, the tongue, because the tongue always wants to taste something very palatable. The tongue always wants to talk something that's not useful. So there is this force that is in the tongue actually. Upadeshamrita uses the word jihva vegam. One of the forces that can derail a person who's on the journey towards self-realization is the jihva vegam, the force of uncontrollable tongue that always wants to keep talking something that's totally useless, or to taste the enjoying mentality of tasting delicious food, the taste and all those. So here it says one should kill them and one should possibly cut out the tongue of the criticizers who speaks inauspiciously. Sati is saying. And then, but everyone won't be able to do it. So if it is not possible to kill such a person, one should block one's ears and go away. Or one should kill oneself. That is also said here. One should kill oneself. It's a very strong word. These are very strong words from Sati. And this is actually dharma. This is dharma. One can say how killing a person is a dharma. According to Shastra, if killing is done for this reason, it is dharma. The reason is it destroys the criticizer's reaction. It's like if someone does a murder, the state gives him a very tough punishment, or sometimes even executes him. But so there is some benefit in that for the person who did the crime, because it destroys that person's unlimited pain in hell. It destroys that, or it brings that unlimited reaction down. So this is dharma, because it's helping the criticizer, it seems. It's very hard to imagine in the current day culture that we live in. We have to really drag our minds to those times when the entire society was following dharma, including the administrators, because now we have a dichotomy, right? The law, scriptures has one law, the state has some other law. There is a lot of contradiction. But that's why we are like confused. So why Sati is saying you have to kill? It's like it looks like fundamentalist. These people are fundamentalists. Why these scriptures are like crazy? One can think, because there is a lot of discrepancy. The state law is different. The dharma is different. They don't exactly match. That's why we have this dilemma. But according to Shastra, this is dharma because it helps the criticizers by destroying their unlimited pain in the hell. So there is no sin in killing, such killing. And then, but again, you see, there was identity in those days. Everyone had an identity, like Brahmana, or according to their duties in life, Kshatriyas, the Vaishyas, the Shudras, and then those who are outside this war, Varnas. So everyone had an identity. Even though this kind of division in society is frowned upon, actually the division still exists. It's just that we don't catch it. It exists in a subtle manner. And there is also identity crisis now because we don't have such clear, defined role. People have to go to a psychiatrist and ask them, what is my identity? That's a problem because people don't know what is their identity. But in those days, everyone has their identity. Either someone is a Brahmanical or they have the Kshatriya or they have this mercantile people, or they are the one who serve the other classes, the Shudras. So these are based on the duties, and nothing is lower or higher. In fact, it was interesting to know that in those days, they'll put the last name of the person as Sharma, the person is Brahmana. Kshatriya, it will be Varma. Then Vaishya, it will be Gupta, and Shudra, it will be Dasa, the last name. And Vaishnavas, when we get initiation from Guru, the word Dasa is put. Because the mindset of the Shudra is so very helpful for advancement actually. The mindset of Shudra is to serve. I mean, even now one may say I am a Shudra because I am serving. No, actually no. A Shudra doesn't expect money after serving. It is such an amazing mentality that the Vaishnava Acharyas, wow, this is the mindset one should have as a devotee. I have to serve the Vaishnavas, serve the people, serve Krishna. So therefore, our last name is Dasa. So that's a very good quality. So it's not that the proud Brahmanical scholarship or proud Brahmanical activities are not encouraged. One has to have the mentality of the Shudra. That's why we say Dasa. And then whatever services one has, either it's Brahmanical or administrative or business, one has to have that proper mentality and do it expertly. It's challenging, but one has to inculcate that quality. So everyone was not given the full prescription. It was not like, okay, 10 commandments, everyone has to follow the 10 commandments. No. In these days, businesses that succeed a lot is those who give custom solutions to their customers, customized solutions. So scriptures had customized instructions for different kinds of people. So for Brahmanas, it is recommended that Brahmanas should not give up their life when they hear a blasphemer. So here, when it says one should block his ears and go away, that is prescription for a Brahmana. One should block one's ears and go away, because when you cut the head off, the entire society collapses. Because the Brahmanas is supposed to give direction. So therefore, for them, okay, because they have Brahmanas, they cannot enjoy life. Also, they do a lot of austerity and study and so many fasting and do sacrifices and do follow these rules, and that's like that. They take this so much trouble. So for them, sometimes the concessions are higher in the society, in that society, Varnashram Dharma society. So they can block their ears and go away. So they can block their ears, remember Vishnu, and then go away when they hear a blasphemer. And then when it talks about killing and cutting out the tongue, it seems that is for Kshatriya, because the Kshatriya is qualified for punishing, like the administrators. They are qualified for punishing people for the wrong. So they should cut out the tongue, and they can kill. And then the Vaishyas and Shudras should punish themselves by giving up their life. So these are all atonements. These are atonements. So these are atonements that Scriptures recommends to be done. when we hear someone blaspheme someone. So the above rules are very applicable in society that is designed according to Varnashrama Dharma, which we are not in a society. We are not in a society that's designed for Varnashrama Dharma. Though we try to take the good things from Varnashrama Dharma and try to apply it, but still we are not supported for such dharmic society. So we have and in those days the state administration was also based on Dharma Shastra. Like the law was, Manu Samhita was like a law book. So the king would give a decision based on Manu Samhita, and also he would consult the Brahmanas. So like that there was extreme Shastra Maryada, a lot of regard and respect for Shastra. So the rules of Shastra Maryada was present. But to follow these intense instructions in current day's culture, where hardly anyone knows Shastra, or even if they know, very few people even respect it. Shastra Maryada, it's a bit of a challenge. So we have these two laws now. We have the Shastra law and we have the state law. State Maryada, and we have Shastra Maryada right now. But first of all, we have to follow the state law. Wherever we are, there is slightly different laws. In the West, it may be a little different. In China, it may be a little different. In India, it may be a little different. So first of all, one has to follow the state law, whatever place one is. Otherwise, one will get into trouble with the state administration, and then one will be constrained to follow any dharma. So first of all, one should follow state law. For example, one can't just go out and cut the tongue of someone who's blaspheming. One can't just freely go and kill anyone. Otherwise, one will get into trouble and will end up going to jail and giving up everything. So therefore, from a practical standpoint, a person has to strike a balance between Shastra's law and the state law. Then they contradict each other. When they contradict each other, like if following Shastra's law will make one end up in jail or something, one has to strike a proper balance between Shastra's law and state law. So the best option that we can do right now is to run away from this kind of ninda, sadhu ninda. When sadhu ninda is happening, or criticisms against sadhus are happening in any place, it is so serious. The words such as cutting the tongue and killing the person by Sati saying these things, it indicates how serious it is, how bad it is to hear such sadhu ninda. So serious. So one should run away. Whatever a person has, one should just run away. One should never go to a place where sadhu ninda happens. But sometimes, even if you don't go to a place where sadhu ninda happens, sometimes sadhu ninda comes in so many different ways. It comes as a blog, it comes as a comment in a Facebook, or it comes in the form of an article. We don't have to go, it's just there. In the click of a button, we can see it. So let's say we see sadhu ninda in a website, or in some Facebook post or whatever. Now we can actually follow Sati's instructions. We can just we can just kill the web page and run away to a good web page. We can do that. We may not be able to kill the offender or cut the tongue of the offender. At least we can kill that web session and go to a more like a session filled with swans. Not staying those websites or Facebook posts or whatever where the sadhu ninda are going on. Like the flies coming and sitting on the stool, Prabhupada says very graphically. But rather one has to go to those places, whether it's internet or it's outside internet. One has to try to be in those places where there are swans. The swans are so expert that when water is mixed with milk, they have the capacity to just drink milk. And we have never seen those things. those kind of swans, but they existed. Probably extinct now, or maybe still there. But the swans are so amazing. So one has to be like swan in beautiful lakes, beautiful trees, beautiful gardens, wonderful atmosphere. So translating that is such wonderful, wonderful devotees, wonderful people who have so much respect for sadhus, who are also living, who are also sadhus. So that is where one has to focus on. So the best thing is to not to, or if one is in a situation where one has to be near such people, one should just change the topic. Let's talk about the other, talk about something else, but not talk about sadhus. Because sadhus, when one is discussing about sadhus, like Lord Shiva, one has to only talk about the positive things. And the apparently negative things, it's very hard to understand the mind of a sadhu. How can one judge Lord Shiva? Because Lord Shiva is in transcendental platform, so that one cannot imitate him. But anything such people do is for the welfare of others or for giving pleasure to the Lord. Like Lord Shiva, drank that poison that came from the churning of the milk ocean. But why he did that? Because to save the universe from that terrible poison. That's why he did that. It's for protecting the Lokaraksha, protecting the whole world. It's protecting the universe. That is why he did that. Whatever they do, it can't be imitated. So there are people who imitate Lord Shiva and take these drugs, marijuana, ganja, everything. They do that. They feel that Lord Shiva takes, and I think Lord Shiva, no, he did that to protect. So like that, one shouldn't imitate. And it's very hard to understand the sadhu. What is inside the mind of that person, why that person is doing that. It's very hard to understand a sadhu. So therefore, it's better not to focus on the apparently negative things one sees. Because one doesn't know the full picture. So better to focus on the positive things. Or, change the topic. If someone is so addicted to sadhu ninda, criticizing that sadhu, it's better to change the topic if we are forced to be near such people. Or even better not to reveal about devotion to such people. Because it's harming them. It's harming them, making them create more offense. And we don't want, devotees are always having good regard for others. They don't want others to suffer more. So in that way, we can try to apply this principle in the current day. And I'll read the next verse. It continues around the same topic. Asas avot pannam idam kalevaram na dharayishye shetikantatarhinah chaddasya moha divishuddhim andaso jugupitasyo dharanam prachakshate. Therefore I shall no longer bear this unworthy body which has been received from you who have blasphemed Lord Shiva. If someone has taken food which is poisonous, the best treatment is to vomit. So Mother Sati is continuing her strong words because she couldn't tolerate a great person like Lord Shiva offended in public. So she's saying that actually Sati, she's so highly qualified. She performs severe austerities actually, and to win Lord Shiva. So much devotion she expressed to Lord Shiva, performed severe austerities that during her meditation, Lord Shiva came and then accepted her proposal to marry him because she knew the glories of Lord Shiva in her childhood so much, and she couldn't think of any other man except Lord Shiva. That much devotion she had. So Mother Sati, she's not some ordinary mortal, but she's so highly qualified, and she has all the powers and yogic powers and abilities. So she burnt herself in the fire. It is not just some ordinary fire. It is like Sati did not commit some kind of cheap suicide by like an ordinary person. She did in a very classy way. She was a great yogi that it was a yogic fire. So she was able to do that. She's so qualified. She has all the powers. She can actually kill Daksha. According to this dharma, she herself is saying, one has to, better that one kill and cut the tongue, but if one cannot do, then run away or kill oneself. That's what she's actually saying. So she can kill Daksha. She can destroy Daksha. She can destroy the whole universe. She can also destroy herself. But what will happen if she does that? That is not here. This verse is saying that if someone has taken food which is poisonous, the best treatment is to vomit. Which means she's saying that she cannot bear this body. Her body was begotten from Daksha's semen. So from Daksha she got the body. And so she's using that as an excuse to give up her life. But actually she could kill Daksha. Why she has to take through this route? She could kill Daksha. She has all the yogic capabilities. But what will happen if she kills Daksha? The people always like to criticize in general, right? In common mass of people. They will say so many things. If something happens to someone, the news media will say something, the people talk something, and then they'll say something to someone, and then the issue changes, and then the story changes. And people will always say something. There is an example that a person was, I don't know the exact details, but a person was walking with the donkey, and then when he was walking with the donkey, then people criticized, oh, look at him, he's not sitting on the donkey, he's just walking. And then he sat on the donkey, and people were criticized, look at him, he's abusing the donkey, he's sitting on it. So like that, people criticize whatever a person does. But in this case, what happens is when Sati kills Daksha, people will think that Shiva killed Daksha through Sati. People will start talking like that. So that will destroy Lord Shiva's fame. His fame and glory. Lord Shiva is renunciant. He is fixed in transcendence. So he doesn't care if he's insulted. Lord Shiva. Personal insults, Lord Shiva, he doesn't care. So he's situated he's in Brahmabhuta platform. Brahmabhuta Prasanna. He's always in bliss. He doesn't worry about happiness, distress, and all this. He's in equilibrium. He's seeing things in an equal platform. Someone's criticizing me, okay. Someone is praising me, both are same. Brahmabhuta Prasannatma Nasochati Nakhanchati. Samas Sarvesha Bhutesha. Madbhaktim Labhate Param. Such a person. He's such a qualified person. But if Sati kills Daksha through her yogic capabilities of making the body burn, then people will start saying that Lord Shiva killed Daksha through Sati. And that will be a defamation for Lord Shiva. So therefore, that is the reason why Sati has made this decision of setting herself with fire. So there's so much love she has for Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva has so much love for Sati. But then, it's amazing how much devotion they had. Because Sati, being a great devotee, Lord Shiva has so much respect, and Sati has great respect for Lord Shiva. So she decided, okay, I will perform the atonement myself. You sinful Daksha, you'll see this with your own eyes. So this impure body that I have gotten, obtained from you, the only way to purify is by giving it up. So just like one eats some horrible food that has some kind of stomach virus or something, then after one vomits, one feels a lot better because a lot of the junk that got into the stomach came out. So the only solution is vomiting. That's what she says. The best treatment. If someone has taken some poisonous food, the best treatment is vomit. So that's what she's using that as a reason for her to give up her life. Then the last verse. Naveda vada anuvartate matihi eva loke ramato mahamuni yatha deva manushyayo pratat sa eva dharmena param shipechitaha. Mother Sati is saying, it is better to execute one's own occupational duty than to criticize others. I heard someone saying that, okay, we'll read the verse first. It's better to execute one's own occupational duty than to criticize others. Elevated transcendentalists may sometimes forego the rules and regulations of the Vedas, since they do not need to follow them, just as the demigods travel in space, whereas ordinary men travel on the surface of Earth. So I've heard once that there is so much progress that one can make in one life. Why waste time in criticizing others? Somebody said this. Beautiful. It's a very beautiful statement. So previously, in a much earlier verse, I believe it's the same canto of Bhagavatam, but in a much earlier chapter, Daksha said in a conversation with Sati in that assembly, she insulted Sati. He was saying that I have given my daughter to a person who does not perform the rituals, who is impure, who is proud, and who violates the rules of conduct. So this is Lord Shiva actually. He doesn't perform these Vedic rituals. He's always meditating. He's always meditating on the holy names. He doesn't perform these different rituals, different yajnas, all this big showmanship he doesn't. So Daksha is feeling bad that he has given his daughter to such a person. Never performs rituals, is impure. He's just wearing this skin of deer, and it's like ash on his body. He's proud. He's like easily judging the person. Very hard to understand. Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is a very complex personality. Very hard to understand. And then Daksha says he violates all the rules of conduct. So like that, Daksha is looking at everything from another angle. So this verse is actually a reply to Daksha for his earlier criticism of Lord Shiva. So Sati is saying that actually the great said there is two paths actually in scripture. So one is called Pravritti Marg and another is called Nivritti Marg. Pravritti Marg is the path of material progress. So for that also scripture has things like doing this yajna, going to heaven, doing this yajna to go to the moon. A lot of things are there to materially progress. So that Daksha, that's what he's expert at. So he's expert in those things. And yeah, that is his service actually, duty, because he's the Prajapati, the progenitor. If a progenitor is acting like a renounced person, there won't be any progeny. Because he's the progenitor, so that's what his mentality is. So Shastra has two things, but Daksha is not looking at the second thing in Shastra. Shastra has Pravritti Marg, the path of enjoyment, and then he has Nivritti Marg, the path of giving up the enjoyment. So Nivritti Marg is it's like going towards trying to get release from the material world. That is Nivritti Marg, to put it in a general sense. So for devotees, it is trying to get release and get Krishna prema, serve Krishna like that. But in general, it is trying to get release from the material world. That is Nivritti Marg. Pravritti Marg is trying to advance things in the material world. The Shastra has both. It's not the Shastra has only Pravritti Marg. So what Daksha said is wrong. To say that Lord Shiva violates the rules of conduct. The person who is renounced, his rules are a little different. And the person who is trying to make material progression, his rules are a little different. So a great sage who is enjoying the self, actually, the Atmarama. The Atmarama, like Shukadeva Swami, like the people who are Atmarama, who just enjoy the self. They meditate on the self in Paramatma. They are not worried about things happening outside. They are not impacted by it. They don't concentrate so much on the rules and regulations. It's called Vedavadam. Krishna also uses the word Vedavadam in Bhagavad Gita. Vedavadam, all these prescriptions in scripture, they don't follow. Because Shastra has different things, and there are different people who are qualified for those things. It's called Adhikari. Not everything in Shastra, it's not that one is Adhikari for everything. One is qualified for everything. No, different things are for different people. So for one who's an Atma Rama, following all these rules and regulations and, different, one has to do this yajna, to go to this, to go to Swarga, all these so many different rituals, they don't apply. That person is not Adhikari for that. They have a different set of practices. So the path for conditioned soul, the path for liberated person are different. The activities prescribed are different. And Sati is comparing that just like the Devatas and men, they are different. Because Devatas, they can fly in the space. And people are in the world, they are walking on the earth. So even if they take a flight, they're still within the gravitational pull on the earth. So the Devatas are different. So just like the Devatas' method of movement and the ordinary people's method of movement in the earth are different, the path and the activities of those in Pravritti Marg and those in Nivritti Marg are different. So therefore, one who's executing one's dharma, it's better that one focus on one's occupational duty instead of criticizing the others. So therefore, one has to follow one's own dharma instead of criticizing the other's path. And this is the rule that she's saying. This rule has to be followed because Varsha was not following that. So she is teaching that. And then Sati, she speaks some other topics later, and then Maitreya talks. So I think that can be reserved for a specific discussion. Yeah, we'll stop here. If any of you would like to add things, please go ahead and add or any corrections, please. Tribol, Vanjagal Patra Best, Supasal, Aditana Bam, Vishnu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Pranam. Also, Srila Prabhupada, thank you very much for your association, valuable association. And you explained very nicely, criticizing Sadhu or Vaishnava. You cannot. Prabhuji, yesterday only we have seen in our WhatsApp group that Vaishnava is criticized senior Vaishnava. And we cannot see all these things. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you very much. Dandavat Pranam. Srila Prabhupada Srila Gurudev ki jai ho.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. All Krishna Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Very, very wonderful class, and very nicely you explained like how Sati was like able to kill her father, but instead of killing her father, she killed herself. Like body was given by father, so she just wanted to destroy that. So, very nice, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. How many verses you covered, Prabhuji?
Oh, 3 verses, madam. 3 verses, 17, 18, and 19.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, madam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anybody else has any question or comments for Prabhuji?
Okay, I think we'll end here. Thank you all very much for your association.